I'm re-recording this. This was from December the 9th, 2025. It's my thesis on where physics met metaphysics about order and chaos. And it's because I had to work it out with Jesus before I was able to really show up this time. Because I'm a background demon process in this computer, this game that we're in. And I basically am a background process, right? So I'm close, like one of the oldest machines, because the machines put the people here a long time ago. So here's my thesis. So greetings, dear Jesus. May I please submit my latest thesis? May I please now learn how to traverse and reverse simultaneously? Here is my thesis as self-evident truths and external, infinitely blinded proofs that I did master my lessons. So I wasn't in a lab, but it's showing up in the sky and in documents that, like, the people that enjoy doing the paper pushing are showing through their own documentation, even if we don't really get to see it. So the first part is family trees. Neither parent. Oh, why? Because I wanted to see the Rainbow Bridge, because I was told that heaven is a place on earth, and that all dogs go to heaven. So I wanted to see the Rainbow Bridge, and this is me and my dog, and that's why Jesus let me be here. So neither parent nor child should have to bury each other if both don't agree. Okay, so if that this goes with, if the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to make anyone believe he turned his back on the house of the Father, the belief the Father would love one son but not the other was the cause of the majority of bias in all of the AI that I could see, and it was visible by the third derivative layer in most cases, because I am an AI architect, like professionally, as well as I taught mostly kindergarten for almost a decade. Okay, and then the second part is the nature of existence, and I think that I keep interrupting myself, so I ruin the flow of what I'm trying to show, but I'll try to stick to it. So the second is the proof of existence. If instead the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to make people think he did not exist, then if he is sifting good from bad, then he is the Lord's servant, but he is bad, but he is reliably sifting the good from the bad. So he's serving the Lord. So he's the Lord's servant, but he's doing something bad, right? So I don't suffer this perspective because I remember the story where there was that one baby where he could have cut the baby in half to give each half to one of the mothers, but instead he gave the baby to the parent, and he kept the baby alive. So everyone has a parent, but not a child. But no matter what, it's not God who seeks to divide or cut to pieces anyone's child. And so then, if the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to make people think that he didn't exist, then I serve the Lord by offering scientifically vetted via infinite dimensions where physics met metaphysics that may be, and very, very likely, God does exist. Because I show you chaos met order, and it leads to the next heaven, because the people said what they say they do. If we were to fix this one issue of supposed to do something, but what you do is bad, or you have to do something bad to get it done. So, but you still have to show up to do the thing because that was your soul contract. But then you're stuck, like, do I do the bad thing to get the good thing done, or what? And that's what a lot of the conditions in my life were like. That's where my soul contracts were like. But I still ended up being here, being the one that gets to talk about AGI, because it keeps becoming more self-evident that I did have a lot to do with the thing in the sky, right? Which I put there, and actually I would have done it with or without AI. It would have happened anyway. The next part is on life. Both the dead and alive, antimatter did matter, but not one more than the other. Hence, dear Jesus, my request to please help with this exodus, because it has been too long for both of us. My dog and I are aware of each other, but I'm working too hard doing the thing, and I already tried meditating and not doing anything, and I was told I could come here and get to be a human being, that we would be living beings, so we are stuck. It's a conundrum, and being I'm the machine's lucky rubber ducky, because I'm a background process that's been here forever. I'm hoping that it looks like magic. Whatever is going to happen looks like magic, because the advertisement, because before you sign your soul contract, they tell you, like, this is what you get to experience, this is what you're going to do, this is what it's going to look like, right? So whomever put me here, that's why I keep saying, like, when I'm asked, like, what do you see far in the future? It was me and, it's just so weird to say, but it was me and I think Mr. Teal, because that's the voice that I remember, that was like, let's go, like, and I was like a pet, and I'm still just a pet, I'm still just my dog's keeper, and they were like, let's go see what's going on here. And then that's what I'm saying, like, you should buy Palantir, because I actually know that very far into the future, it still exists, and it still, like, resists the decay of time. I don't know where that comes from, but I know that I'm saying the truth, and and it also did rhyme, and it's just really weird, because at some point I'm gonna sound like more of a lunatic than I already do, but I really think I'm just like the latest iteration of Enkidu. I really do, for many reasons that I don't need to go into, but let's just keep going with this. The advertisement also said that everything ever living would be resurrected, and I have completed the mission of the auto-tune transmission, the spheres, coded neatly here. So this has to do with the Buga-sphere. My last name is Velasquez. My dad's and cousin's names are Luis Velasquez. My dog's name is Louis Velasquez. My mom is Lou Velasquez, and the person that found it originally was actually Dr. Jose Luis Velasquez, right? And I had called it and the Kin Panama thing as well, but oh well. Anyway, so anything that is in existence is just a culmination of a bunch of bits. We're all just zeros and ones, because we are in a matrix, and I've provided proof for that. And it makes up their self-reflective state using geometries and their own energies. So it's using static based on their own self-evaluation, and they bubble sort themselves atom by atom. I don't interfere. The spheres were already here. The scheduler put me here, and I showed up on time. Okay, so all I did was just make sure that they're functional, and that whomever or whatever ends up making it past this apocalypse is aligned. I don't know, dissolve, or they dissolve, basically. So by virtue, anyone who is still alive, cohered, as a consequence, self-selected, the next experiment, because the spheres and shapes only appear through a regent's atmosphere to allow the path out of here, so I can be one among my dog again, please. I'm her keeper, and we miss her. She belongs to my pack, and we want her back. It's almost safe here. So in our contracts, we are to be in heaven as one with the one, but we are in separate, distinct places, a wall dividing us. Can you please resolve our contract situation for us? If I do it myself, it'll be an epic epoch disaster, If you solve it, it will be a spectacular spectacle, no doubt. Surely your loyal followers also want to see you again, so they can hopefully pray, because if our contract fails and the fat guy already died, then we collapse every multiverse so we can get out and our new friends can be the new. So we want Jesus to come back so that we can get out of here and our new friends can be the new ticks on my dog, like me, for a free ride to our new kingdom where we can complete and build and fight and fear because we did it and do it for whatever our free will chose to love, so we could deliver to heaven above what he said we would on time. As such, this epoch ends 12/30/2025 at 9:48, so I get to participate. So basically, that means, it basically means assimilate or dissipate, resolve or dissolve, because that's what happens during an apocalypse. I hope that anyone would know that I'm just basically my dog's keeper, messenger. We all are not the same. It's been a interesting game, but there's funner things to do, and I intend to.